This may actually be my favorite episode of the series. Abbott just dropped season 4, episode 2. It was perfect. I mean, honestly. I know I'm late. I am drowning in content from New York Comic Con, and clearly I'm not well, but I had to take some time and talk about this. So spoilers if you aren't up to date. And I would have been satisfied with just the cold open. There were so many comedic moments that can only come from a late season comedy. I love seeing Tariq, and I forgot the other mother's name, kind of read the parents about the uniform. Read of one gets them sent home, followed by a recommendation for a discount. Just how that discount diffused the whole situation. I was also happy that Barbara finally got her movie reference right. And that Wild Wild West scene was so good. Everybody looked very smooth. And Gregory coming from Manny's spot. I mean, don't tell Manny I said that, but I mean, he looked pretty smooth. Even though the cold open was a lot of fun, they were sure to mention the golf course again because that's the big bad, which I found out is also happening in Philadelphia. It was a great way to keep the golf course as a looming threat while moving on to things that didn't matter, because honestly, that's probably how it's going. People are talking about it but feeling helpless and not knowing what to do. Jacob is such a good teacher. It's clear that his students love him. I love the scene where he finds out that old boy has ringworm, and he asks him why he's scratching, and another student walks by and says, "'Cause he's dirty." And Jacob very calmly just says, "No." I'm so proud at Janine and the way that she interacts with all her peers now. My girl is no longer a doormat. There were so many scenes where she checked people, including Tariq and Ava, and advocated for herself and her students. I'm not gonna take back the fact that I wanted her to be in the district, but I am happy at what the district is doing for her. Also not gonna take back the fact that I wanted her to be with Manny, but I gotta say, they cute. They real cute. Janine took the thoughts right out of my head when she said the development that Greg is afraid of fungus is not surprising, but a new layer. Because when I saw how he reacted to there being ringworm, I wasn't surprised. I was like, this is new. I didn't peg him for a germaphobe, but I don't see why he wouldn't respect fungi since he's really into, like, what is it, botanics or I don't know, green stuff. Knowing how rigid Greg is and seeing that he broke his own code of conduct, see movies that are already on streaming, knows how much he cares for Janine. Because me, personally, I'd be like, girl, we can wait a couple days. It's not our anniversary. I'ma miss you. And like he said, FaceTime works. Like, ringworm sucks. I ain't never get it. It didn't look fun. I'd hate to get it. He did that for her. Ava's reaction was an excellent callback to the fact that she's a doomsday prepper. Knowing all of that, I was very proud of Ava for staying, especially since this premiered after The Last of Us. I'm sure that's in this world. Here, did they find this little girl covered in sparkles? Every child actor that they cast on this show is always perfectly adorable. Couldn't find a picture of the white boy, but his presence alone is another reminder of the golf course coming in. Kind of lighten it up by the way that everyone interacts with him. Barbara and I were just about to get on the same page. And then I remembered Barbara hates the rules. Never does things that inconvenience her. I don't think y'all understand what a big deal it is that Melissa's going on a date with someone with an in-ground jacuzzi. If I was Melissa, I would have been yelling at everyone in that teacher lounge when they didn't all say wow after I announced it. And then my best friend is out here putting me at risk for the buns and the hot tub. She said it herself. This not no run-of-the-mill Costco hot tub. This was some classy descent into, like, what were they not getting? What was she not getting? And you know what? She didn't even really yell about the hot tub. She held her accountable for another goal that Barbara set and was breaking. And that's why this friendship worked so much. Melissa also had incredible line delivery this entire episode. I love when Barbara was like, "I thought your people don't snitch," and she was like, "Then why are all my uncles in jail?" And also when she's talking to her about God and she's apologizing to God between her hypotheticals. I love that they have such a strong episode before they interact with the cast of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, because it's a reminder that they can hold a show on their own. This episode also served as a character study for every single person on the ensemble. So when they do interact with people on Always Sunny, who we've known for like 14 seasons, honestly, I'd feel like I would know how both of the cast will react to any situation, and that's just going to make it so much more fun. I'm pretty sure it's going to be tied to that whole golf course situation, and I can't wait to see these people who have been working to become better and are overall so good interact with the worst people on earth. Beyond that, I gotta say, bravo to this team. 5, they're getting the 5, Frankie Flames.